So this is the underpainting for Staithes, which I've drawn out beforehand. I'm using gouache. Now gouache you've got to use quite thickly. You don't water it down too much, otherwise that will become a watercolour. So you've got to use it as the consistency of probably about double cream. And I'm starting off in the top left hand corner because this is the lightest area of the painting and I want to keep it that way. So I'm working out from the lights, and then I will get darker and darker over the course of the painting. Now this looks really dark, but it's not, it's just because it's sitting next to the white of the paper. So I'll move around the painting, fill it in, basically just blocking everything in, no detail on this layer at all. I'm just establishing all my different variants in tones and shifts in colour. This is just basically the base from which I'll work out over. I normally do 2 layers. The second layer will be the layer that I add all the detail on, but this layer is incredibly important too. Like I say, this is the layer that you make sure that all your tonal range is correct. I use no white paint on its own in this layer. Everything is kind of subdued and a lot darker than what it's actually going to become. So any detail I'll add will be in the second layer. This is the stream that I'm painting here that comes from behind the houses at the back and comes all the way and then creates like a puddle under the boats, which has got this gorgeous reflection. I'm not particularly clever at painting boats, but I always give it a try. I don't think I've done bad with these, although some of them are a little bit wonky shonky. Just don't look too far into detail, please. So this is the reflection, and you can see, it's so clear here. You can see straight down to the sand underneath, and this will go darker and darker. Once all this white paper's gone, you'll see that it's not actually too dark at all. So this is all blocked in, as you can see. There's no detail. All the whites are grey, and it's not too dark at all when you see it in this way. All ready for the next layer. So this next layer, you need to stand back and really look at where your darkest darks are. And this is where I come out from this time, because I want to make sure that everything that's dark is as dark as possibly can be. And with this painting I start from the back and I work my way forward, so I start to add all the details on the houses. I don't want to add a lot of detail because I don't want them to become forward, so add just enough just so that you can recognise it as a house. And I said to myself, right, I'm going to work in pockets and work out and kind of finish each area and work forward, and the boats will probably be the last thing that I paint. This is like a dry brush effect that you can do, so you basically get almost dry paint, not a lot of water, and just brush over the surface, and it gives you like a lovely textured effect. And I really couldn't wait to start on these boats. All the little fiddly details were just lovely to paint, although quite frightening as well. And then I realised that the reflections under the boats needed to be a lot darker than they were, and this demonstrates how you can mix gouache paint on the paper. So you basically just lay one down, and before it dries add another one, and it will just blend together. And this is adding the lovely white highlights to this boat, which instantly makes it pop, and you can instantly, it just creates like a 3D effect. Now I wasn't sure if I was going to add these flowers at the bottom, but in the end I did, as they were there in my reference photograph that I took quite a few years ago now. But they were, you know, quite yellow and quite pinky reddish, and I wanted them not to be the focal point, but the boats to be the focal point. So I made sure that they weren't, you know, too vibrant in colour. And that was the last thing I did. And there we are, Staithes, all finished.